Hi everyone, this is an introduction to the AlgaeTracker dashboard. So here from the top you have the name of the device, and the next thing you see down here is the last time that it was online. So that's the last time that it published any information. The signal strength is here. In this case it's 15%. Anything above 1% is good because we're only sending out very small data packets. Here is the battery status. It may be higher than, it may be 100% when it's initially shipped, but it will usually stabilize between 80 and 90% in the long term. Here we have a map showing the location of your device, and this can be shown in a satellite image as well. You can zoom into the exact location. In this case it's out in Lake Erie area. Down here is the exact GPS location, so that can be copied and pasted into Google Maps, for example. So this is based on a chip, a GPS chip in the device. So based on that GPS location here, we have the weather forecast for that using the closest weather station data pulled over the internet. Next, of course, we have color-coded gauges for each of the devices. So here, each of the parameters. So here, phycocyanin, chlorophyll, turbidity, and then air temperature, water temperature, and solar light. The air temperature is the one item here that is not on the device. That's actually pulled from the closest weather station as well. If you click, so these are displayed for phycocyanin and chlorophyll in RFUs. We do have a feature for converting that to micrograms per liter, which we'll go over in another video. You can set alerts for each of these parameters. So the high limit here will be where the color will go to red. If it's 20% below this, so in this case if it goes up to 200, that will be showing in yellow. And you can also choose to get email notifications when this happens. Of course, the number that you'll choose here will depend on your application. A drinking water utility might have a different, more strict limit than, for example, an obscure pond, but that can be set. And just as a, we'll go into what the rough conversion is between RFUs and micrograms per liter shortly. Going down here, we have next the historical charts. So the first one is the phycocyanin and chlorophyll. You have choices of displaying either the detail or the raw data straight off the sensor, or looking at trends. So I'll show, for example, the trend for chlorophyll A. CA means chlorophyll A, PC means phycocyanin, and by clicking this round arrow here, that will update your choices. So here you can see the lighter green is the trend line, and that is kind of scooping off the tops as well as doing some averaging. So we are doing some compensations for things like non-photochemical quenching and other items. This is just a easier to read way to look at the data, but both of them are available at all times. You can just click your choices and update them here. Down here, of course, water temperature, and you'll notice as you hover over a given point, it'll tell you the date, the time, and the value at that time. And over here, of course, turbidity. And down here we have some more what I would call housekeeping or device health diagnostics information. So for example, here you can see the magenta line is 87% for the battery strength. So that is going to be very stable in this case. It'll usually bounce around between 87 and 86 or so as the device charges. The yellow line here is the solar panel charging. So as long as you see that going up and down every day, everything is hunky-dory. Over here, signal strength and the solar light. So the red is your signal strength. That'll be bouncing around quite a bit, but anything above 1% is good. Here it's around 16, 27, 45. And the yellow line in this case is the solar light. There are a number of options here that we have. I'll go into just a couple of them here. The export data choice is here, so you just put in the date that you want to export the data for, and then click export, and it will download in a CSV file which can be read in any Excel readable software like Excel. Next, this of course is just changing the time frame that you're displaying. So in this case we have it for the 7th to the 10th, so I can change it to, for example, the 9th to the it was the 7th to the 18th before, so we'll change it to a shorter time frame. For example, it'll take a minute to update, and then it'll have the shorter time frame. This is calibrate device, so this is a way to convert the data here to micrograms per liter, and that will be covered in a separate video. Here you can have adding weather or treatment events, and again we'll go over that in another video. Last, here you can choose to go into either degrees Fahrenheit or degrees C. You can choose trending, which is smoothing of the data on the water temperature and on the turbidity. And you can also show a custom chart, which allows you to see all the different values, all the different parameters on one chart. So that shows up at the bottom here. So you can click customize and show, for example, the phycocyanin and the phycocyanin daily average, which is the PC daily average. We have the algae ratio. We'll show that on a different axis. So by default they're on the left axis. You can choose what you want to be on the right axis here. So I'll update that, and so you can see here the three different values: the ratio, the phycocyanin, and the daily average of the phycocyanin. That's it for today's video. Just wanted to give the introduction, and we'll go into some more details on subsequent videos. Be sure to contact support at AquaRealTime.com with any questions. Thank you.